Well, of course, you've probably been hearing a lot about, right now with the snowstorm, with these bitter cold temperatures, about being there for your neighbors, maybe your older neighbors, or maybe if someone has a disability. But also, we really got to be looking out for our homeless population. If you think about it, maybe those living in tents, they are covered in snow right now, and they might not have anywhere else to go or a car to stay in. So, to tell us a little bit about how you can help out, and maybe if you're in need of help, somewhere that you can go for resources, we have Jim Martin, the director of the Shepherd's Office, on the CoastLife couch. Thanks for being back here.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate you inviting me in, and it's actually very timely because with all the snow coming down, a lot of the tents are crushed under the weight of the snow. So the old tents have to go, and we have to get 20 new tents.
Wow.
So for anybody out there that wants to drop off a tent at the Shepherd's Office today, we could use it. We're also sharing our resources with other nonprofits in the area too.
Wow.
So, because really it's about teamwork in order to save lives, and also we're trying to save fingers and toes too because of the cold weather. People are getting frostbite. So it's really, our goal is to keep everybody warm so they don't get frostbite.
Wow.
Because I've seen it up close, and frostbite is no joke. I mean, they're losing fingers and toes for the homeless. So it's all about keeping everybody warm and looking out for the most vulnerable, and also teaming up with, again, all the other nonprofits that are involved in the homelessness mission.
Definitely. So how can people help? I know you mentioned frostbite, maybe donating like socks, gloves, anything like that?
Yeah, anything like that, like the warm, thick socks. It's really the most requested item that we have is the socks. And then the hand warmers are very handy.
That's a good point.
And then you shake them up and they keep you warm.
Yeah.
And then and gloves and hats and scarves. I took my hat off. I hope my hair looks okay.
It looks great.
Everybody's wearing their hats, and just a matter of keeping them connected. Because a lot of times when you're homeless, you kind of fall out into feeling isolated. And what our team does, and the other nonprofits in the Georgetown area, we try to make them reconnect again, help them reconnect.
Yeah.
And keep and especially in the wintertime when it gets real cold and it seems very isolating out there.
Definitely.
And also we got a 4 o'clock dinner tonight that we're getting ready for.
Oh, good to know. Okay, is that open to people who are in need?
Yeah, I mean every day we're out there at 4 o'clock. We have free dinner. We try to set up our free clothing events too outside if the weather's cooperating, and it's going really well. I mean, we have an awesome team of volunteers. We're all volunteers. My wife and I are retired now, and we're volunteering our time, and we have an army of volunteers. I think about 300 probably.
Wow, that's incredible. That's
so
great.
It's a lot of chaos, but it's all good kind of chaos.
It is definitely. And we've talked to you guys before about the resources you offer, and like you said, like connecting and making sure that people don't feel lonely. But I would imagine right now really is about survival. What other donations would you guys be accepting right now?
I mean, really, I know right now we have about 30 people that we have in motels in the area, and we're paying the bill. So so that's a big bill to pay, but we want to keep them sheltered. And we could use help with that. Just send in a donation so we can continue to pay the motel fees. Because if you just do the math a little bit, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like $80 a night times 30. I mean, that's a big number. So we're trying to keep up the pace. Especially now, with the wintertime and all that, we want to keep them warm inside the motel rooms. And these are motel moms. They're called motel moms, and they're working.
Wow.
And they're having a hard time. They're kind of like in a hamster wheel of trying to keep up with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's difficult to see that, but again, we have to fight for the people that are asking for a hand up.
Yeah.
And they are, a motel mom with 2 or 3 kids, all by herself, and a single mom. So we want to fight for them too.
Yes, definitely. Well, then of course every person on Delmarva worth fighting for. So if someone needs help or wants to donate, where can they go? And if you don't mind, just kind of giving the address as well in case someone wants to get that dinner tonight at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the the invitation to give my name is Jim. My last name is Martin. You could Google me real fast and you find out all the stuff. My phone number is 302-858-8556 is my cell number. So reach out. You can reach out there. Also, you can just stop by. 408 North Bedford Street, right near the Circle. If you get to the liquor store, you went too far. So I always say that. But we're right in that area where the Circle is, and then up maybe 4 or 5 blocks with a big yellow house.
Great.
A lot of people kind of are familiar with us.
Oh yeah.
And also a big shout out to Lewis and Rehoboth for all the helpers coming from those communities.
Good.
The Coastal Club and all that. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, there's so many. I'll get in trouble if I probably forget people.
Sure.
But I just want to really mention about Lewis and Rehoboth. They're really supporting us.
Good, good. Well, good job, you guys, for sticking together and helping out those most in need right now. I mean, you go home every day after work in your nice warm house, and you don't want to take that for granted. So don't forget Shepherd's office. If you need dinner tonight at 4 o'clock, stop by as well in Georgetown. And donations, tents, gloves, socks, like you mentioned, hand warmers. If you have them and you're like, wow, I just know I'm not going to use these, it'd be a great idea to drop them off. So, Jim, thanks for what you guys do every day. We appreciate it.
Fingers and toes, that's what we're trying to save.
We got it. We're saving the fingers and toes, you guys. We got to get through this together. So don't forget about that. Don't forget, too, we have more Coast Life coming your way, so hang tight.